One of the things that we have to remember is that we are in this world, not necessarily of this world, because once you become saved, now you have aligned yourself with a different kingdom, a more blessed kingdom. You can reclaim the spot that you originally had in the beginning. Remember, God put us here to take care of this place. Unfortunately, we abdicated that responsibility to another. But Jesus came and reclaimed it all. And as we grow closer to him, as we do what he says we should do, love, we reclaim our spots. So now, let us get into the message. The scripture for today is Proverbs 3, verses 27 and 28. It says, "Do not withhold good from those whom it's due, when it is in your power to do it. Do not say to your neighbor, 'Go and come again. Tomorrow I will give it,' when you have it with you. We want better for our family, for abused children, for the homeless and displaced people of the world. Who doesn't want to stop the seamless, senseless killing in the world, although it has been foretold? For if we look at Matthew 24, verses 6 and 7, it says, 'And you will hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you are not troubled. For all these things must come to pass. For nations will rise against nations, and kingdoms against kingdoms. And there will be famines, pestilence, and earthquake in various places.'" This must happen. There are things that have been set into motion. You reap what you sow. The whirlwind is coming. It can't be avoided. But we are here. God has specifically placed us here. The world can seem to be a scary place. As we proceed, we will see trusting God will remove that fear. It's a big world. There are so many competing interests. Right now, there's a problem in the world. There's this thing called right and wrong. And it seems like the whole world has got to turn upside down. You know, we read about it in the Bible. He's told us this would happen. We're living in that time. It's an interesting time. It's a challenging time because this is what God put us here for. Remember, do not be discouraged, if not to engage this world. There is this seemingly endless drumbeat of despair and hopelessness that's constantly in our daily environment, all the time beating. The distractions of the world are constantly saying, look over here, look over there. Either saying you need this flashy thing, or you can't do anything about whatever bad thing is happening around you. You know, it's always this and that. But one thing to remember, no matter what the world says and put those out there, that's not true. It's a lie from the evil one. Remember that. It is a lie. It's an illusion because only God controls all this stuff. And when you're in the mix, think about this. When you're in the mix, God is in the mix. Think about it. God has uniquely placed each and every one of us here to do good and to combat the darkness. That's what we're here for. We are the light. He shines through us. Listen to this quote from J.R.R. Tolkien from the Hobbit. It says, "I have found that it is the small, everyday deeds of ordinary folk that keeps the darkness at bay. Small acts of kindness and love. That's what keeps the darkness at bay. It isn't the strong person, it's each and every one of us. Who the world keeps saying, you can't do nothing. Well, yes, we can. Through God, we can do all things. Through God, we can change the seemingly impossible. We can stand up to the approaching darkness, no matter what form it takes. Because darkness takes a lot of different forms. It doesn't come at you as a scary monster. It comes sometimes as light, even as a close friend sometimes. And we can beat it back. So we're here for one prayer at a time. Remember that. One prayer at a time. Not one fist at a time, not one kick at a time. Each time we walk out our door, we have to engage this world. And it's our responsibility to show God's love. Not our fists, but our love. That's what makes the difference. smiling, greeting people, being there for someone in distress, and being present wherever we are. For as children of God, where we are, God is certainly active there when we just show up. You know, as you said, we need a Christian in the house to show up somewhere. And God's going to move in there. You might think about this sometime. That you step into a bank sometimes, you may prevent a robbery. Because you're there. And that means God's there. We have to think like that. We have to believe like that. Because that's what makes it work. That's what activates God. That we believe, we trust. Listen to 2 Timothy 1:7. For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. Stewardship is all inclusive. Everything you do. It touches every area of your life. And it includes our time and talents as well as our treasures.